नमस्कार. गोंय एक पिसफूल स्टेट म्हणटात आनी कम्युनल हार्मनी खातीर गोंय भारतभर फामाद. पूण हालींच्या तेंपार अशे ते कांय डिस्टर्बिंग अशे इन्सिडंट्स घडपाक लागल्या आनी गोंयची कम्युनल हार्मनीक सद्याक थोडो धोको निर्माण जाता काय कितें असो प्रश्न तयार जावपाक लागल्या. मायनॉरिटी कमिटी भितर आयज थोडोसो भंय असो तयार जाल्लो आसा, इनसेक्युरिटी तयार जाली काय कितें असो तरेचो प्रश्न तयार जाला. ताजे खातीर अशे तरेचो एक डिमांड येवपाक लागला की गोंयांत मायनॉरिटी कमिशन इस्टॅब्लीश करचें. एक मोठी मिटींग जाल्ली आझाद मैदानाचेर पयर, हजारांनी लोक आयले आनी लोकांनी मागलें की गोंयांत मायनॉरिटी कमिशन फॉर्म करचें, कारण वेगवेगळीं कारणां आसता ताका. आतां ती कारणां कितें आनी कित्या खातीर गोंयांत मायनॉरिटी कमिशन हो फॉर्म करपाचो डिमांड फुडें येता तें आमी उलोवपा खातीर आनी ताजे बद्दल जाणून घेवपा खातीर आमी आयल्या एडवोकेट आल्बर्टिना आल्मेदा हांचे कडेन. एडवोकेट आल्बर्टिना आल्मेदा एक एक्टिविस्ट, ह्युमन रायट्स एक्टिविस्ट आनी ताजो हाजेर खूब अभ्यास आसा ह्या विशयाचेर. आल्बर्टिना बाय, जो मायनॉरिटी कमिशनाचो सद्या डिमांड जो आसा कित्या खातीर आतां?
खरें म्हटल्यार आमच्या घटनेंत म्हणजे कॉन्स्टिट्युशनांत मायनॉरिटीजांक स्पेशल रायट्स आसा बिकॉज देर इज नीड फॉर दॅट. देरफोर गरज आसा म्हणून ते स्पेशल रायट्स आसा, फंडामेंटल रायट्स, आनी ते रायट्स पाळपाक जाय. आतां तशेंच जनरल रायट्स आसा जे सामान्य लोकांक सगल्यांक. सो रायट टू इक्वॉलिटी, अशें रायट टू बी फ्री
आमच्या
फ्रॉम.
कॉन्स्टिट्युशनान वेगवेगळे फंडामेंटल रायट्स आमकां दिल्ले आसा आनी तशेंच मायनॉरिटी खातीरूय वेगळे तरेचे रायट्स दिल्ले आसा.
हय, स्पेशल रायट्स.
स्पेशल रायट्स दिल्ले आसा.
सो ते रायट्स आतां हे दिसांनी पाडिनात. म्हणजे ते रायट्सान देर इज वायलेशन ऑफ दोज रायट्स. ते रायट्स वायलेट जाता म्हणजे ते पाडिना.
So the rights, minorities' rights are not being followed by the state.
Yes.
And that is
by the
reason-
state with the help of non-state actors.
Okay. That is creating a problem.
That is creating a problem.
Insecurity amongst minorities.
Yes.
So what is the solution to this?
So now what happen जेन्ना फंडामेंटल रायट्स पाडिना जाल्यार आतां कितें जाता. आतां पळय हालींच एक एक्सटर्नमेंट ऑर्डर पास जाल्ली एंड देन द हायकोर्टान मागीर म्हटलें की लोकांक रायट आसा आपलो धर्मा बद्दल उलोवपाक आनी आपलो धर्म पसरपाक. जबरदस्तीन न्हू पूण पसरपाक. तर तांकां तेंचेर एक्सटर्नमेंट ऑर्डर पास जाल्ली. आतां तांकां एक्सटर्नमेंट ऑर्डर पास केली म्हणून तांकां हायकोर्टान वयचें पडलें. हायकोर्ट म्हणल्यार सामान्य लोकांक सोंपें न्हू हायकोर्टान पावपाक. ओके. सो आतां ती ऑर्डर हायकोर्टान क्वॉश केली, ती एक्सटर्नमेंट ऑर्डर. सो एक्सटर्नमेंट ऑर्डर म्हटल्यार गोंया भायर रावप. तूं गोंयचें जावन तूं गोंयान भायर रावप. असले गोश्टी जो मनीस.
So हो तुज्या हाजे प्रमाणे हाजेर अन्याय आसा. हेज अ इनजस्टीस ऑन मायनॉरिटीज बिकॉज दे वर बेसिकली
Baseless.
propagating their religion,
Yes.
which is basically provided by the under constitution. आतां वेगवेगळे विशय येत आसात. हालींच एक नन्सांक कन्वर्ट करता म्हणून तांकां अरेस्ट केलो छत्तीसगड.
येस.
सो अशे तरेचे इश्यूज गोंयानूय जावपाक लागले आतां.
म्हणजे वेगवेगळे प्रकारचे गोंयान तेचे रूप केन्ना केन्नाय दुसरे भाशेन आसता पण हे चालूच आसा. सो आतां असले जाता तेन्ना लोकांक खंय तरी एक मेकॅनिझम आसपाक जाय. तेंचे रायट्स वायलेट जाता म्हणून, तेंचे रायट्स स्टेट पाडिना म्हणून तांकां खंय तरी वचपाक शक्य आसूंक जाय. म्हणून एक मायनॉरिटी कमिशनची गरज आसा. लक्षांत दवर, मायनॉरिटी कमिशन एक डिपार्टमेंट न्ही. कमिशन इज मेंट टू मॉनिटर the implementation of rights.
Headed by judges, retired judges.
It may or may not be headed by retired judges, but it has to have people of, and amche demand asa ki it should be transparently selected and accountable commission. This commission,
because they have powers.
Yes. They can have they can call the people and ask them, call for documentation.
So they have powers like a court.
Yes,
basically.
yes. and they should have, meaning that is there is no bill, there is no act as yet, Minority Commission Act. But when there is this Minority Commission Act, there should be, so that it is focused on these minority rights. You have a commission for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. You have a commission for human rights violations generally. You have a commission for women's rights, for rights of children regarding these. So all these like this there needs to be, because this is also a special category for which there is a provision in the constitution. Special rights are granted.
Okay. Are there any such commissions outside Goa? Any other?
Yes, other states have. There is a national commission. There has been constituted, and there are also commissions in other parts of in some other parts of India. Yes.
Right now, the demand is that minority commission should be established in Goa.
Yes.
And
because increasingly there are more and more violations. लोकांक खूब त्रास जाता, मायनॉरिटी लोकांचेर खूब त्रास जाता, आनी तांकां डायरेक्टली खंय न्याय मेळपाक वचपाक जाय, वचूंक शक्य जावंक जाय. सो that sort of a body is what we see as the Minority Commission. Of course, it has to be transparently selected and it has to be accountable. And I also want to say specifically that the constitution is talking not of religious minorities, they are talking of cultural and linguistic minorities as well. So all these rights are involved.
So in Minority Commission, who will be able to approach, which are the communities in Goa who will be able to take advantage
so
of?
That will depend on the definition of minorities in the law. If they have to enact the law first. So it will depend on what they define. But there is a general notification anyway of the central government. It can include more people, but there is a notification of the central government that there is Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, Sikhs, if I'm not mistaken, Jains. These are the ones that
religious minorities.
Religious minorities are there, but there is also a notification somewhere about linguistic minorities and their rights in some state.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is also one of your demands, that linguistic minorities should be included in this national.
Yes, they would get included automatically, because the linguistic minorities, in our case, the linguistic minorities are also the religious minorities.
Okay. So in terms of script.
Yes. That would be one issue. They should be able to study in a language of their choice. Okay. They should be able to have a subject of Romi Konkani as part of their curriculum.
So Romi Konkani speakers will be one of the category can be considered as a minority.
Who are mainly Catholics.
What are the hurdles of creating this Minority Commission? What is after this now? What is the progress, and what kind of response you got from MLAs or other?
So the thing is that representations were made. There was a meeting that was called to understand why people are saying we need a Minority Commission, because we may have some ideas, some views, but we must also listen to the views of several people. So especially minorities. So that is why आमी एक meeting घडोवन हाडली, आनी ते मिटिंगेन आमी विचारले लोकांक, तुका कितें दिसता? सगळ्यांक मतां मांडपाक चान्स दिलो. अशें न्हू की दोग जाण तीग जाण येवन भाशण केलें आनी गेले. सगळ्यांक थोडक्यान आपले कित्याक एक गरज आसा, कशें कशें मायनॉरिटीचे रायट्सांचेर वायलेशन जाता हाचेर मांडपाक चान्स दिलो. So आणि एक issue आसा की also about the beef and the livelihoods of Muslims. So that issue also. Now someone has put a banner saying, कोणें banner घातला की beef should not be this thing sold during Shravan. हांव कितें म्हणटा, I respect that Hindus Hindus go vegetarian, and anyways they many of them may, or some of them don't eat beef. बट यू कॅनॉट इम्पोज दॅट ऑन समबडी एल्स. आणि ते दोन गजाली आसा. एक म्हणजे दुसरे कम्युनिटीज खाता आणि बाफ म्हणटात तेका. एक्चुअली बीफ म्हणिनात पण ते शब्द कॉमनली यूज्ड इज बीफ बिकॉज इट्स नॉट काव मीट, इट्स इज बफलो मीट. ओके. सो ते लोक खाता आणि लोक दुसरे आसा कोणाचे लायव्हलीहुड्स तेंचे what should I say, तेंचे लायव्हलीहुड्स आर अफेक्टेड.
पोट ताजेर डिपेंड आसा.
हय, पोट तेजेर डिपेंड आसा.
कितलेशेच लोक आसा ह्या बिझनेसामध्ये इन्वॉल्व आसा.
हय
सो हे जर बंद जाल्यार तांची
हय. आणि ते कोणाचेर दबाव घालून तूं हे हा अशें म्हणपाक रायट ना, पण आपूण हावपाक रायट आसा.
दुसऱ्यांचेर इम्पोज करपाक जायना. सो
असले बॅनराचो अर्थ कितें? आणि थोड्यो संघटना हे चड हे दादागिरी करपाक लागल्या. आतां ते दॅट केस ऑफ द नन्स इन छत्तीसगड, तसलेच मागीर ते सोडीत जाल्यार आमी लोक ओगी रावत जाल्यार ते चड करूंक लागतले. तांकां दिसतलें आमी कितेंय करूं, बेश्टी बोगलांटा घालूं, केसी घालूं, बोवाड करूं, इन्स्टिगेट करूं लोकांक, आमचें चलता.
ताजे खातीर मायनॉरिटीज मातशे आतां भिवपाक लागल्या. तांचे भितर एक इनसेक्युरिटी येवपाक लागल्या बिकॉज ऑफ दीस कायंड ऑफ इन्सिडंट्स.
येस.
And that is the main reason for demand for minority commission.
येस, बिकॉज ऑफ वायोलेशन ऑफ रायट्स. तशेंच आतां म्हाका कितें म्हणजे कितेंय उलोवपाक जाय, म्हाजें मत मांडपाक जाय, नॉट ए इन्स्टिगेशन, म्हाजें मत मांडपाक जाय ऑन सम टॉपीक, लायक से वॉट आय एम टॉकिंग टू यू नाव ओनली. इट वील रीच अ पॉयंट वेर आय कॅनॉट इवन टॉक दीस. Some time back we have seen how Father Bolmex was drawn to the police station. They demanded, like they were paying for his blood. They took him to the police station for something he had said during the Sunday mass, which was not at all, which was not constituting any incitement to communal disharmony. पण मागीर तेका सी हे आतां सगळें घडलें, तेका हायकोर्टान वयचें पडलें टू गेट दॅट FIR क्वॉश्ड. जाता, जस्टीस मेळटा, पण कितलो टायम लागता आणि डिलेड आणि हे न्हू म्हणजे खर्च लागता थिंगा वचपाक. ते अशें न्हू की त्यो हायकोर्टाच्यो केसी एका दिसाक म्हणजे डेली बोर्ड आमचे आसता पळय, हाफ डे बोर्ड्स, तशें ना.
सो जर मायनॉरिटी कमिशन आयलें जाल्यार असले तरेचे केसी आसा स्पेशली रिलेटेड टू रिलिजियस अट्रॉसिटीज
or omitting to do something which they have to do, they should do as per the law, like for example enabling people to study, to have their language as one subject for study at least. So then that is their obligation, which they are not doing. So some things are obligations which they are not doing.
पण रिसेंटली BJP's minority cell chairman Mavin Gudino made a statement outright rejecting the idea of minority commission. What you have to say on that?
पयलीं सद्या तो हांव नको कितें शब्दां यूज करपाचें तेका, पण त्याच्या हांदार बंदूक दवरून CM फार मारूंक सोदता अशें दिसता. कित्याक CMन सांगपाचें आपलें कितें तें मत कितें तें, समज ही फेस करपाचें लोकांक, मायनॉरिटीच्या लोकांक कित्याक फुडें घालता. आनी तांकां चॉयस आहा. चडशे MLA ते आतां कॅथलीक MLAs BJPन आसा पळय ते क्रॉस केल्ले MLAs, मिन्स दे वर फ्रॉम अदर पार्टीज. आनी ते कित्याक थंय आसा, ते थंय आसा कित्याक एक तांकां तेंचे कितें गुन्यांव बी केल्या तेणी केल्या काय तेंचेर आरोप आसा जाल्यार ते धुवन घालपाक. सो तांकां ते नाका म्हणून ते थिंगा गेल्या, त्या प्रेशरान ते थंय गेल्या. तांकां उलोवचेंच पडटा. तूं उलय म्हळ्यार गोंडसा वयर कशें तांकां उलोवचें पडटा.
सो तो म्हणटा की आउट ऑफ हीज वील ही हॅज नॉट सेड इट, मे बी अंडर प्रेशर.
You cannot say he is a representative of the minorities. You can't say he's in that sense. He's even representative of the minorities. You can see that there was such a big crowd there that day. Simply people don't come also. Even if you tell them to come, they don't come. So the thing is that he's not really, strictly representative of the minorities also. And secondly, as I said, whether he will say now anything. Now if because I said this, he may come and address another press conference where he says he said it by his will. So I'm saying I can understand what this is going on. Yeah, and he's the thing is also according to which constituency he is. See, if you notice, the South MLAs are not there. They know if they say all that, they will face the consequences at the elections. And also, ताणे कितें उलयलें, तो सगल्यो गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडियाच्यो स्किमी वाचीत गेला. ही स्कीम आसा, ती स्कीम आसा, ती स्कीम आसा, आनी सगल्यांक दितात डेटा खंय तेजी पयलीं सद्याक आमी तो मेन पॉयंट उबारूंक ना. पण तरी हांव म्हणटा तूं उलयता न्हू जाल्यार तुवें डेटा दिवपाक जाय.
You have to talk with proof.
Yes.
कितें आसा तें.
Yeah, since you are talking about it. And secondly, why he kept quiet about the other issues. मागीर म्हणटा कोणें म्हटलें तुमचें मत कितें, ते सिस्टरींक अरेस्ट केल्ले एक ज्योतीश कोण बजरंग दलाचे मनीसान कंप्लेन करून, जाल्यार तुमचें मत कितें. एकटो म्हणटा आपल्याक तें वायट दिसलें, तें घडूंक फावो नासलें, आनी हो म्हणटा इट इज द मॅजेस्टी ऑफ द लॉ, दे गॉट बेल. आतां तेंच तें हे सगळें तयार करता कित्याक दे वॉन्ट टू इनॅक्ट अ स्ट्रॉंग एंटी कन्वर्शन लॉ. एक खोडेगांत कायदो काडूंक सोदता ते छत्तीसगड, आनी गोंयांत नाच गोंयांत तो तसलो कायदो उबो करूंक सोदता विच इज अ लॉ विच इज वायलेट्स द बेजीक प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ लॉ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बर्डन ऑफ प्रूफ, केन्नाय कोणी कंप्लेन केली जाल्यार जबाबदारी कोणें कंप्लेन केल्या ती त्या मनशान अशें केलां म्हूण प्रूव करपाक. हितून उलटें, हितून तुजेर आरोप केल्यार तुवें प्रूव करूंक जाय
You are not guilty.
हय. ते आतां मध्य प्रदेश बी, उत्तर प्रदेश बी ते कायदे काडले ते तशें. आनी ते भायर ती एक नॅशनल इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन एजन्सी म्हणून तेणी इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करप, पुलिसीनी न्हू. हां, conversion, you are putting conversion on the same level as terrorism, because national investigation agencies, these are the kinds of things they investigate.
Right.
So, and then there is तांकां बेल मेवली, पण आतां ते म्हणटले तांकां बेल मेवली म्हणून एक खोडेगांत लॉ काडपाक जाय. ऑलरेडी ते सीएमान, छत्तीसगडाचे सीएमान अनाउन्स केल्ले इन द मंथ ऑफ जानेवारी ऑर मार्च. सो निमतां काडटा तसोच आमचोय सीएम. सो हे म्हाजें कितें म्हणणें, हें सगळो माहोल तयार करता आनी हितून खूब वायलेशन्स ऑफ रायट्स जाता ऑफ क्रिस्टियन्स, मायनॉरिटीज, other minorities, Muslims, Catholics, Christians. I'm saying again, there's Roman Catholics and there's Christians also. Then Muslims, Buddhists. And आनी हें लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय. जर हें आमी एलाव केलें जाल्यार फाल्यां हें अशें तितल्या पुरतें उरचें ना तें. समज तुजें मत डिफरंट फ्रॉम तेंचें जाल्यार तुजेरूय पावतलें, कित्याक आतां तांकां धीर मेवतलो असलें करून. आनी मागीर तें जाता तेन्ना खंय वयतलो लोक, खंय तरी एक बॉडी आसपाक जाय, ऑटोनॉमस स्टॅट्युटरी बॉडी. आय एम नॉट सेइंग इट्स द ओनली सोल्युशन, but it is an important thing. So why is he talking about, when he's talking, he said that it will be duplication. One is department and one is commission to monitor the functioning of the. It is clear that the departments are not working. Therefore, somebody can come for a convention here, national convention organized by one of these organizations, and threaten to use the word love jihad and psych people and get away with it. Somebody can say that those who eat meat need to be कितें तरी म्हणजे some threats for those who eat meat and get away with it. So when the point is that there has to be some place where they can go. If they don't address also, then there are other places to go, but at least we should have an accessible place. Everybody cannot go to the High Court. I repeat that. High Court or Supreme Court for that matter. Plus there are Supreme Court guidelines also of how to prevent. There is no effort to prevent. There is a judgment in Tehsin Poonawalla which the Citizens Initiative for Communal Harmony drew attention to, when it came to the Ram Navami rally
Vasco.
in Vasco in April 2022, and that is the time also the demand for minority commission was raised through that fact finding report.
Okay. But still there is no movement and there is no positive development.
No, now one thing is that just to say, maybe to pretend or whatever, it seems that they had introduced one bill in the assembly in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. तेंच्यांनी एक बिल इंट्रोड्यूस केल्लें गोंय विधानसभेन आनी मागीर आपुणूय तेंच्याच एक मनशान आवाज उठयलो की हे सिलेक्ट कमिटीक रिफर जावचें म्हणून आपुणूच इंट्रोड्यूस हरशीं तेंची बिलां इंट्रोड्यूस करता ती सोमती पास जाता बिकॉज देर इज अ पार्टी वीप और वॉट एवर एंड everyone has to stand by it or they run out. This was no this was Parikar's bill. Was introduced by Chief Minister Manohar Parikar and referred to select committee because one person from the BJP MLAs got up to say, so that was a game to say that it should be referred to select committee. What happened in that select committee? Of course, after that the assembly lapsed. I mean, the bill has lapsed, sorry. And therefore the point is, what happened about that? Why no one has got back? And they felt the need, no? They felt that it is required, no? Angai Savarde Kuchore dange riots had taken place.
So what about there so many minority MLAs in the assembly? What is their role? They aggressively they घेना.
So the opposition ana hate geta. पण ते ruling on hate opposition, the full opposition now seems to be united, but they're just 7 people or 7 people.
7.
But in the ruling side, their lips are because if they speak, they will be, if they are holding minister's post, already they have removed one minister who used to speak very vocally. We all know that. So they will now start removing. They will start removing them if they speak. How can they speak against the party line? And here on the other hand, you have clear things on TV. They are instigating people against minorities, and that doesn't count. There you don't take action when there is hate speech.
So, according to you, there is a clear-cut discrimination.
Yes. In discrimination, there is a clear-cut instigation against minorities. Even if the government is not sometimes on the face involved, they are tolerating it all. So, if they would not tolerate it, they can't they should not be tolerating it. These kind of violations. They should have, when somebody makes such an instigative speech, when they come for these national conventions, these certain conventions that they come for, but they are not taking, so where are they? That is why one of the demands of the rally was to restore law and order by protecting minority rights and honoring the fundamental rights of the people as per the constitution. So we all stand by the constitution.
Now what is the next step? How you're going to go ahead with this demand?
So one thing very clear, if they do not meet this demand and these violations are seen to be, we are going to create an awareness about this, about the anti-conversion law which is coming, which is not only bad for minorities, whether it's Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, whichever minority, but it is bad for anybody. We know how the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act is being used against activists. They will start from there and then they will start attacking these people. हांकां अटॅक दुसऱ्यांक बाकीच्यांक अटॅक करूंक लागतले. पहिले तेंकां म्हणजे they will use the minorities as their prey. मागीर slowly आनी लोक म्हणटला ते minorities अशें तेंकां दिसता. So लोक ओगी रावतलो आनी मागीर तेंकां पावतकच एकदम मुश्कील कित्याक तो मागीर तो कायदो सामको रिगलेलो आसतलो. So therefore what we need is a minority commission and not an anti-conversion law.
After election lagi paula, hardly 1.5 years left. So is there any moves to make this election issue or
It will be made it should be made an election issue because it's about rights of the people. It should be made an election issue. But the minister is turning that on its head. तो म्हणटा कितें इलेक्शना लागीं पावल्या म्हणून लोक फूट घालता म्हणून. पण तुम्ही फूट घालता आनी लोक आवाज उठयता. आमी म्हणिना, nobody has spoken against any majority community. आमी म्हणटा we have a general culture of peace. Inside us we have that thing.
Tolerance,
There may be some, I'm not saying that there are no this thing, but we generally have a culture of peace. हे सगळे घडून तेंकाच समजना सगळ्यांचे livelihoods will be affected because Goa is a tourist spot. If these things are going to take place in Goa, then what is left? People come here because it's a different they feel it's a different atmosphere when they come as tourists.
so it is in the interest of Goa to preserve this communal harmony, but that is not seen basically on ground
Yes,
happening,
exactly.
and that is the reason why people are demanding this.
Yes, it's very important that that minority commission be established and the rights be safeguarded. Of course, that's not the whole thing, but it's an important instrument through which these rights can be safeguarded. It's not the whole thing.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, it's not the
Won't
whole
solve
thing.
all
That
the
way,
problems.
law also, yes. It's not like a kerosene tablet that can solve all the headaches and many problems, many issues. It's not like those kinds of.
It will be a tool.
Yes, an important tool. It can be, it has the potential to be, provided they enact a law which ensures that the people are selected through a transparent process, transparent and accountable process. And the powers are there, the needful powers are there, and all these issues about the rights are there.
आता आमी कळ्ळें की एक्झॅक्टली मायनॉरिटी कमिशन कित्या खातीर जाय आनी सद्या गोंयांत कितें चल्लां, कशे तरेचें वातावरण सद्या गोंयांत हळू करून जावपाक लागलां आनी कितलेशेच इश्यूज जे येता ते जर मायनॉरिटी कमिशन आसलें जाल्यार सॉल्व करपाक इजी पडटलें. नाजाल्यार आतां सद्याक परत हायकोर्टान वचचें पडटा आनी बाकीचे जे लोकांक जे त्रास पडटा हायकोर्टान वचपाचो जो खर्च येता तो कमी जावपाक शकता आनी कितलेशेच प्रॉब्लेम्स हांगा सॉल्व जावपाक शकता. आनी तांकां एक मेन म्हणजे मायनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी एक तरेची एक सेक्युरिटी आनी एक टूल जावपाक शकता. आनी जर एट्रॉसिटीज जाता, वेगवेगळे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन जाता, that all those issues can be raised in the minority commission